Have you ever felt like you were in an impossible situation? Like you were up against a giant? Well, today I want to share a story about a young boy who did just that, and his name was David. This isn't just an old tale. It's a story about courage, faith, and believing in yourself even when the odds are stacked against you. So, picture this. Two armies are facing off. On one side, the Israelites. On the other, the Philistines. For 40 days, a giant named Goliath comes out and taunts the Israelites. This guy was huge, maybe over 9 feet tall, decked out in heavy bronze armor, carrying a spear the size of a weaver's beam. He bellows, "Send out your best man to fight me. If he wins, we'll be your servants. But if I win, you'll be ours." The Israelite army, including their king, Saul, was terrified. Nobody dared to face him. Meanwhile, a young shepherd boy named David is sent by his father to bring food to his older brothers on the front lines. David isn't a soldier. He's just a kid who spends his days looking after sheep. But when he gets to the camp and hears Goliath's taunts, he's not scared, he's outraged. He asks, "Who is this guy to defy the armies of the living God?" His older brothers get angry and tell him to go back to his sheep. But David can't let it go. His words eventually reach King Saul. Saul sees this young, small-statured boy and says, "You can't fight him. You're just a boy." And he's been a warrior since he was young. This is my favorite part. David doesn't back down. He tells Saul, "When I'm taking care of my father's sheep, and a lion or a bear comes to snatch a lamb, I go after it. I strike it and rescue the lamb from its mouth. If it turns on me, I grab it by its fur and strike it down. I've killed both lions and bears. This Philistine will be just like one of them because he has defied the armies of the living God. The same Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and the bear will rescue me from this Philistine." Saul is so moved by his faith that he agrees. He tries to put his own royal armor on David, but it's way too big and clunky. David takes it off and says, "I can't go in these. I'm not used to them." Instead, he walks down to a stream, picks up 5 smooth stones, and puts them in his shepherd's bag. With just his sling in his hand, he walks out to face the giant. Goliath sees this kid coming and just scoffs. "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" He curses David and says, "Come here, and I'll feed your flesh to the birds and wild animals." But David's response is legendary. He shouts back, "You come against me with a sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands, and the whole world will know that there is a God in Israel," as Goliath moves in for the kill. David runs quickly to the battle line. He reaches into his bag, takes out a stone, puts it in his sling, and whips it with all his might. The stone flies through the air and strikes the giant right on the forehead. Goliath stumbles and falls face down on the ground. David ran, took Goliath's own sword, and finished the fight. When the Philistines saw their champion was defeated, they turned and ran. The Israelites, filled with a new courage, chased after them and won a great victory. So what's the takeaway? David didn't win because he was the strongest or the most experienced. He won because he had faith. He saw the situation not through his own eyes, but through the eyes of his belief in something bigger than himself. He used the tools he was familiar with, his sling and his shepherd's experience, to face an impossible challenge. This story reminds us that sometimes our greatest strengths come from unexpected places. The giants in our lives, whether they're personal challenges, fears, or big projects, might seem unbeatable. But like David, we can face them. We don't need someone else's armor or someone else's skills. We need to trust in our own abilities, have faith, and use what we've got. The size of the giant doesn't matter as much as the size of your courage. Thanks for watching today. I hope this story inspired you. If it did, please hit the like button and subscribe for more stories like this. See you next time.